Welcome to my allotment in East Sussex. It's really hotting up for the Easter weekend. Good Friday is the traditional time for planting one's main crop potatoes, and this is because Easter and Good Friday are called a movable feast, and what that means is the date is dictated by phases of the moon, and that's why every religion, no matter where it is in the world, has a festival at this time of the year which reminds the illiterate people, the people that can't read, that it's time to get sowing and planting. For enough of that, what we've been doing this week is all the things that we should be doing. We're doing some planting, planted potatoes and strawberries. I noticed that my redcurrants have started to form berries. Now, I've been caught out with this in the past. They turn red very quickly, and the blackbirds swoop down as soon as they are ripe, and they just strip the bush. You've got to leave the bushes open to the elements to allow the insects to do their job, such as the most important, pollinate the flowers. For closing the netting, weeding and a sulphate of potash feed are the order of the day, and then hope for the best. And that takes priority over all the other important jobs that come about this time. So enough of that, let's get on with it. I'll show you what we've been doing next week, and I'll catch you later. Okay, coats off, let's get stuck in. Being adjacent to the pylon, this area gets a lot of invasive couch grass. After each harvest I tend to leave the area to its own devices. Not one of the best management practices. What I did to the gooseberries seems to have worked well with the fabric and the wood chip, so a similar strategy is employed in an attempt to reduce the panic next year. The area cleared to my best efforts. One can never be certain all the couch grass has been removed. The tiniest of pieces will develop into a creeping monster in no time. The next job is to give the area a good soak prior to applying the feed. Feed on, hoed in, and then watered. And all this weed came from out of here. Right, now we can get started on laying the fabric and the wood chip. Laying the fabric is an awkward job. I don't really know if it's necessary. The pundits do say that if you've got a thick enough thickness of wood chip, it keeps the weeds at bay anyway. But I'm wearing my braces, so I might as well double brace the action in the fruit frame. First third completed. Now we'll start on the second third, in the middle section. and now completing the last section. And a final stitching of the fabric in close into the ground using the spade. It doesn't cut the fabric, it gives a good tight job. Here we are on the last knockings now of this operation. It's taken me on and off 3 days to complete. I've been doing other things, and one thing I really do want to show you is my broad beans are coming through. The rats have been sorted out, they've left me alone. Well, they're dead now, but they're coming through. Replacement plants are ready for filling in the gaps, so the broad beans, it's looking quite good. Oh, and the soil temperature is up to 10 degrees centigrade. We can now do the job that we set out to do, which is to close off the fruit cage with netting. Some of the netting got damaged this year. I've not replaced it, but I've gone and used some of the old pea frames that I used for the peas last year, and that seems to be working okay. And then as soon as the harvest of the berries is over, I can remove these and leave it to the open fresh air again. That's it, all finished. Come on, Mr. Blackbird, do your worst. I run out of gas. The canisters are empty, so I made myself a rocket stove. Coffee break over. Now I've got to get rid of all that weed and rubbish, so I can feel the fire coming on. That new weed flamethrower has worked out to be useful. You don't need any tinder, you just get the fires cracking at one go. Temperatures hotting up, watering now becomes a daily chore. So I'm working now in the evenings when it's got a bit cooler, it's a bit too hot in the day. That's when I planted the carrot potatoes on an evening. We also filled up the water butts. I took a lot of shots of work I've been doing, but my video is running over, even now as we speak, it's running over 3 or 4 minutes longer than what I normally do. So I'll take this opportunity and say, hope you've enjoyed it. Do comment, give a thumbs up if you really liked it, and hopefully I'll see you next week. So for now, I'll say bye, see you next week, take care.